Now I must be careful because this is reading it again in retrospect. At the time it was, it's a story of a group of neighbours who get together and form a little amateur theatrical club thing. And they do stuff in the village hall. And they had a stage, and it was that thing of walking out onto the stage and just feeling that you were somebody else. And that's what I wanted to do all the time, be somebody else.
They're children, aren't they? That's important.
Yes, and they're children. Yeah. The youngest one is Maddie. She's about 6, isn't she, when it starts? Yeah.
Fabulous, thank you. And then...
My silver sparkly shoes that I've only worn once, and I can't wait to wear them again in a dance. And I just love them because it introduced me to us. And it's lovely. And they're lovely and they're all sparkly Cinderella.
Which is the folk dance which comes from Cadiz. I remember getting up, we all dressed up in the morning and putting these shoes on and walking on the pavement and hearing the sound of it and just feeling so excited that we were somewhere else, just because we practiced it endlessly for this dance, and it was just so exciting and alive, being really, wow. We're going to go and do it today.
And it's all sort of crunchy in the cupboard because I suppose it's cheap sort of stuff. But it reminds me of the good times of my first husband and being with him, and before having my children, when I could get into that size dress. That's the proof. It is the proof. It was my dress. Beautiful. And it was the time when long skirts, everybody wore long skirts, and it was just lovely. And it was a really good time, I think.
Like the 70s?
60s, late 60s, early 70s. It was 69 when I bought
they were all long. I had lots of long dresses too.
Yeah.
You kept it all this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't kept any of mine.
No, I kept 2 long skirts as well. Because I like the fabric,
but you
also
could wear that today quite easily.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
If you could get into it.
Well, I could get my leg into the top. Yeah, good times, really. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, that's fantastic. We might have to use those. Thank you very much.
I might have to do a solo.
What is it? What is it? What do they make you feel like?
Dancing queen. I don't know, I just want to dance. I just love dancing. It takes me back to when I used to go dancing.
And I love them, and they're all batty, and they make me happy. And even though I'm exhausted at the end of the day, I come in here and I end up as batty as them.
Fantastic.
You know?
But that's quite...
I do it because I love it, and I can get in touch with bits of me inside and express myself in a way that I can't do with words, and I can express it with my body, and I just love it. And it's the freedom of just enjoying.
Thank you very much, Estelle. But there was some really, really lovely stuff in there. And actually what was really good, lots of people, there were a tiny few, fucks. But I saw at one point,
You told me to go.
yeah, no, but at one point, Estelle, you were kind of like aware that some people were doing something that you weren't. But you stayed with it, darling. And you got back in there, and I saw that happen a few times, except for Jane Thompson, who was really, really, really naughty and disruptive.
And I can't remember what it was to do.
I think you should just focus on the faces this time. Just get the fucks and the hell.
This is all going on YouTube.
Good.
But people just carried on for the main part, which was great, and there really was some lovely stuff. Simple but beautiful. I don't know that we've got time to do it again, Jane.